Greetings to you, Maniacs, Minds, and Crimes, and we are talking fiction again, and yet again, we're going to be talking about the Avali. I just kind of wanted to do a video, I don't know how long this is going to be, explaining exactly why ammonia-based blood for the Avali, it makes no sense. Alright, let's get started. Now, ammonia itself can be stable at room temperatures as, just as a liquid. If it's not, just pure ammonia. I'm not talking like in Windex or any other kind of thing like that. Or you mix with other molecules and of course it becomes stable at room temperatures and above. But here is the interesting thing. And I did this just by Googling ammonia-based life on Google. Google it on Google, yeah, I know. So ammonia, as it reads right here on the Wikipedia page, ammonia could be a liquid at Earth-like temperatures, but at much higher pressures, at 60 atmospheres. That is 60 times more than the atmosphere that we're feeling right now. Now, why is this bad for Avali? Well, if you have a super dense planet with this kind of pressure, life on there, if it even evolves at all, is going to look far different than what you would think it would look. And the most complex life would probably only be, I guess, small microcelled organisms. It wouldn't be super complex Avali. So that's already kind of a big nail in the coffin. Secondly, ammonia-based blood, if I'm theorizing correctly, the blood could be warm. They could be warm-blooded. But again, they would have to be under extreme pressure for this to happen. Like under an ocean kind of pressure. Are they ocean dwellers? No. And also, well, ammonia-based blood is horrible at transferring oxygen because ammonia kind of already reacts with oxygen. That's not good to have in your body. So, that's yet another nail in the coffin. But really the biggest problem when it comes to all of this is Avalon itself. A big frozen world around a gas giant. Now, nothing wrong about life evolving on a Earth-like moon going around a gas giant. That's fine. It's actually rather likely, maybe. I mean, look at Titan. Titan is kind of Earth-like in a way around Saturn. It's frigidly cold. But there wouldn't be liquid water there. No, there would be liquid methane or liquid other stuff. Not, well, methane, no, that's a bit cold for Avalon. But either way, it just does not have the atmospheric pressure for the Avali. So it doesn't work. So there are other issues too. If the ammonia-based blood that the Avali have in canon is cold, if they are said to be cold-blooded, that's impossible. That is impossible on a frigid world because that species would die off really quick. Also, the Avali are not built right for cold environments. I know feathers can be warm, but if you look in the Antarctic, what do penguins have? Not feathers, blubber, and a very high body temperature. They are perfectly suited for the Arctic environments. Same thing with polar bears. Same thing with narwhals. All of this. So the Avali having, small bodies that are rather thin and frail and just being covered in feathers, no. I don't care if their body temperature is really high. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And you start to run into problems when the body temperature raises and you use ammonia blood. And again, ammonia blood is really bad at transferring oxygen. It would not work very well in an oxygen-rich environment. They would have to breathe something else, which isn't a problem. That's fine. But again, it's just another problem. It's just another problem from the creator Raijin Zero trying to make the Avali way too alien. So, either way, it also comes into factor that it's a very bad idea to have ammonia-based blood when they go off-world. So we're assuming that Avalon has high pressures, it's cold, and the Avali have stable ammonia blood. Well, yes, it's true that technology could help them, but if their environment suits or the augments fail, they die instantly. It would be a really fast, painful death because their blood would literally boil, and that's bad. They'd be boiled from the inside. Again, yet another problem. So, how do you fix all this? Exactly what I've been saying with my own Avali rewrite, the 2 videos I've done. Scrap the ammonia-based blood. A liquid/gas-based blood is far less stable than a metal-based blood. And I said that Avalon is a lush forested world with some deserts and other biomes, going around its gas giant, which would also mean that the winters would be dark, cold, and long when the gas giant eclipses Avalon, which is fine. And the Avali would have iridium in their blood. And like I said in the other videos, iridium blood has so many advantages over even iron-based. We're iron-based, and our blood is good. It's stable. It helps with all of our biological processes. It works very well. In fact, basically everything on Earth is iron-based. There are some sea creatures, like really deep sea creatures, that I think have copper. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But so iridium, their blood would be pink. Just saying that. It would be a pink color, and it would turn black after a while, being outside the body and exposed to oxygen. At least I think so. And iridium is very, very efficient at transferring oxygen and all of that for the biological processes of metabolism. That's another big problem of being a cold-blooded creature. Your metabolism is required, and exactly why lizards and crocodiles sunbathe, because their metabolism needs sunlight. And for Avalon to be a cold planet, cold moon, it would have to be far away from the sun. Again, yet another problem. But having a gas giant closer to its star isn't bad because it's a thing. We've seen it. Quote unquote hot Jupiters, although it's not going to be that close. It's going to be in the habitable zone. The gas giant itself isn't habitable, of course not. Don't even go into gas giants. That's bad. That's very bad. And I would assume Avalon to be the Avalon's gas giant, which I'm going to just go Ava host Avalon, would be a turbulent bitch. Because of all this heat and everything, it would be very, very turbulent. Big lightning storms, too. That'd be a sight at night. Anyway, iridium-based life. Iridium-based blood in the hemoglobin. Perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Yes, iridium's a soft metal, but it doesn't matter when it's in other compounds in the blood. So it would give them really efficient oxygen transfer, and because they're already in an oxygen-rich environment with this rewrite, it would mean that Avali wouldn't get tired very quickly. And it would also mean for exploration, top of mountains, thin atmospheres, no biggie to them. At a certain point, they would need their own oxygen, but they could probably just inhale some slightly rich oxygen air, which would probably also have some nitrogen and other things. Air on Earth is actually mostly nitrogen. I don't know if some people know that. It's about 25%, 27% oxygen, and the rest is nitrogen, and other than that is trace gases, trace stuff. I'm probably getting the numbers wrong, but it's about that. It's mostly nitrogen. So an Avali would only really need a basic environment suit with an oxygen tank, and they're good when it comes to really thin environments, really thin air. I don't think they could breathe on Mars without an oxygen tank, but they would definitely be able to go really high on really big mountains like Mount Everest. Do I think they'll be able to breathe at the top of Mount Everest easily? I don't know. I don't know how thin the air is up there, and I don't know how efficient iridium is at transferring oxygen. I would assume, like I said, it's way more efficient. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it. I thought I just wanted to do a video telling exactly why ammonia-based life, ammonia in hemoglobin for a creature that looks like an Avali is just impossible. They would look nothing like that. If they truly were ammonia-based, having ammonia in their hemoglobin, they would not be intelligent creatures. They would be probably ocean dwellers, ocean-dwelling creatures, and they would not be. Avali wouldn't exist. It just wouldn't. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense, and I'm glad I did this video just dissecting it. But, if there are any people out there that are really intelligent about this stuff, feel free to add to this. I would love to see it, and, I really do hope that Region Zero actually rewrites the Avali to have iridium, or even iron base would be fine too, but iridium would be even better, to make them a bit more alien, and also make Avalon a forested planet, mostly forests. There's deserts and plains, jungles, all that. So that's just my 2 cents. Either way, I always thought the ammonia-based really sounded very wrong and very odd. Like, wait a minute. What? No. So, I hope you found this interesting. I don't know how much more talking fiction I'll do, because I'm not really thinking of anything that I can talk about. There's probably a few things I'm missing, though. This is part 3 of the Avali rewrite. I don't know how many more parts I'll do. I might next time go into more social aspects when it comes to the average Joe Avali, the average person when it comes to it. Maybe. So, ammonia-based blood does not work. It does not work. It's impossible. Unless they're ocean dwellers and unintelligent creatures. In their current form, ammonia-based blood is impossible with their biology. It doesn't work. So, hopefully it gets rewritten for legit, and this isn't just, my own interpretation. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Drillby, we trust.